Wireless is an important part for any company. That's why we've integrated a full wireless protection package right in the product. This allows you to control your employees as well as offer guest access using a variety of means. We also have an entire range of wireless access points, from our lower end AP10 up to our AP50. In the middle sits our AP30, which is a smoke detector style that mounts easily to any type of ceiling and lets you place them all across your company. In the product itself, controlling your wireless is really easy. All you have to do is walk around your office and plug in the access points wherever you can and wherever you would like coverage. From there, you can authorize them and then assign them to networks here in the wireless protection settings. So I've plugged an access point in. It shows up here on my pending access points list. All I have to do to configure this is actually just click accept, and the access point itself can now be assigned to a wireless network. Now for this access point, I want it to broadcast our guest network. So if I click here under wireless networks, all I have to do is select guest network and click save. That means that this access point is now being set up and configured by the product automatically and will soon begin broadcasting that wireless network designed for guests. Here, under wireless networks, I can edit the parameters of that guest network and show the parameters around the password, the authentication type, and how I want that guest network to be segregated by the product in a separate zone or locally as part of the LAN. Because this wireless network is for guests that I don't necessarily know or trust, I'm going to keep them separate from my local LAN traffic for my employees. Now once I have my guest network set up and broadcasting on a certain set of access points, one or more, what I can also do is set up a hotspot. This allows my guests to be given access by somebody like my secretary that sits at the front of the office. This way I don't have to write down a password, change it all the time, and the voucher system gives me a level of security in knowing that someone's not sitting across the street in the parking lot using a password to perhaps sniff my guests or attempt attacking my internal network from the guest LAN. So hotspots right here is where I set this up. So I've allowed Jane, our secretary, to actually work with the hotspot once I've set it up. And under hotspots, it's really easy to create one. Just click on add hotspot and we'll make one. For example, we'll call it guest hotspot. We then just have to indicate which network the guests are going to get. We'll give them the guest network. And we have lots of different configuration options. We can have them use a password of the day, which would maybe mail this to the front office every morning. We can have them simply click a terms of use or a legal disclaimer that I can word myself. Or we can use the voucher system. Now the voucher system allows somebody like Jane to create vouchers for certain time periods. But as the administrator, I can choose what she's allowed to offer my guests. In this case, she's allowed to issue vouchers for 1 day or 1 hour, and each voucher will be good for up to 3 devices. If I like as well, once they've successfully logged in, I can redirect them to a URL, like my company's homepage if I'm running a chain of coffee stores. I can also fully customize the hotspot, including the logo, the template, and various other options. When I'm happy, I can then check out what this looks like by clicking the preview login page, which will open it up and show me exactly what my visitors will see when they connect to the hotspot. Now let's have a look at what Jane sees by logging into the user portal. So she's sitting at the front and needs to issue some vouchers. So she logs in because we've allowed her to use the voucher system. And this way she can create codes for our visitors in advance using a variety of different options, as well as see which vouchers have been used and which ones she might be able to clean up and delete. So right here under hotspots, we can see that she's able to create definitions. She's allowed to look at the ones that are already there. She can export them to a file that she can then print out like a PDF and put them on our company letterhead, and otherwise work with the entire system without requiring the help of me, the IT admin, at all. In this way, even someone as untrained as Jane in network security can manage all of my guest wireless infrastructure while I worry about the employees and the security of my own network.